Welcome back to online teaching of science lecture of standard 8. Today we are going to learn our new topic, lesson number 14, measurement and effects of heat. We all know that which is the hot object and which is the cold object. Hot object means as like a tea, coffee, boiled water, and cold object is as like ice cream, that one. Temperature of an object tells us how hot or cold that object is, and the temperature of a cold object is lower than the temperature of a hot object. Thus, the temperature of ice cream is less than the temperature of tea. And when we give heat to an object, it expands and it contracts on cooling. Now, we will see which are the sources of heat. First one, sun. The sun is the biggest source of heat received by the earth. A large amount of heat is generated due to the nuclear fusion taking place in its center. And in this process, hydrogen nuclei fuse together to form helium nuclei, generating heat in the process. Some of it reaches the earth in the form of light and heat. So, we get heat from sun everywhere and every time in the free. Okay. Earth. As the temperature at the center of the earth is high, the earth is also a source of heat. This heat is called geothermal energy. And chemical energy now. When fuels like wood, coal, petrol, etc. burns, there is chemical reaction between the fuel and oxygen. Heat is generated in these reactions. Electrical energy. In your daily life, you have seen several equipments which produce heat with the help of electricity. Example is electric press, electric heater, etc. And thus electricity is a source of heat. Atomic energy. These also sources of heat. A huge amount of heat is produced in a very short time when the nuclei of some elements like uranium, thorium, etc. undergo fission, and this is used in the atomic energy projects. And air is a large amount of heat is present in the air around us. So, air is also sources of heat. The unit of heat in SI system is joule, while in CGS units is calorie. And 1 calorie is equivalent to 4.18 joule. 1 calorie heat means 1 calorie heat is the heat required to increase the temperature of 1 gram of water through 1 degree Celsius. Heat and temperature. We know that a substance is made up of atoms, and the atoms in a substance are always in motion. The total kinetic energy of the atoms in a substance is a measure of heat contained in that substance, while the temperature of a substance is related to the average kinetic energy of atoms. If the average kinetic energy of atoms in two objects is equal, then their temperature will also be equal. We can see in this picture the velocities of atoms in a gas at high and low temperature. The direction and the length of the arrows attached to the atoms, and the direction and magnitude of the velocity of the atoms. The velocity of atoms in the gas at high temperature is larger than the velocity of atoms in the gas at lower temperature. We can observe in this picture the velocities of atoms in a solid object are shown by arrows. The atoms in a solid object are tied to one another because of the forces acting between them. So, they cannot be displaced from their places. Because of it, they oscillate around their fixed position. Higher the temperature of the solid, faster is their velocity of oscillation. Temperature is measured in units of Celsius, Fahrenheit and Kelvin. Celsius and Fahrenheit are used in daily life, and the Kelvin is used in the scientific experiments. The relation between the three units is shown by this formula. F minus 32 upon 9 is equal to C upon 5. Second, K is equal to C plus 273.15. In this table, description and specific temperatures are given. Means it is given in Fahrenheit, Celsius and Kelvin. First one, boiling point of water. It is measured in the 212 Fahrenheit, 100 degree Celsius and 373.15 Kelvin. Second, freezing point of water. It is 32 Fahrenheit, 0 degree Celsius, 273 K. K means Kelvin. Room temperature. It is 72 Fahrenheit, 23 degree Celsius and 296 Kelvin. Boiling point of mercury. It is only in degree Celsius, 356.7 degree Celsius. Freezing point of mercury. It is also measured in degree Celsius. Which is there? Freezing point of mercury is minus 38.8 degree Celsius. Thermometer. You must have seen the thermometer that is used when someone at home has fever. That thermometer is called clinical thermometer. Different thermometers are used for different purposes. Let us first learn about the working of a thermometer. There are 4 types of thermometer: a thermometer, clinical thermometer, digital thermometer and maximum minimum thermometer. This thermometer has a narrow glass tube which has a bulb at one end. The bulb and part of the tube is filled with a liquid. Earlier, mercury was used, but it is harmful for us. It has been replaced with the alcohol. The rest of the volume of the tube has vacuum and its other end is closed. The bulb is kept in contact with the object whose temperature is to be measured so that its temperature becomes same as that of the object. And because of the increased temperature, the alcohol inside it expands and its level in the tube rises. You can see also there the rises of the alcohol in the red color. Using the properties of the expansion of alcohol, the temperature can be obtained from the level of the alcohol. The tube of the thermometer is marked accordingly. This is the working of the thermometer. This is the clinical thermometer. As the body temperature of a healthy person is 37 degrees Celsius. So, clinical thermometers are designed to measure temperatures between 35 degrees Celsius and 42 degrees Celsius. This is digital thermometer. This does not use the expansion of liquid due to heat. Instead, it has a sensor which can measure the heat coming out from the body directly, and from that can measure the temperature of the body. This thermometer used in the laboratory. It can measure is large, spanning 40 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius or even larger. A special type of thermometer is used to measure the minimum and maximum temperatures in a day. It is called a maximum minimum thermometer. When a hot object is kept in contact with a cold object, they both exchange heat. The hot object gives away heat while the cold object absorbs the heat. Thus, temperature of the hot object decreases while that of the cold object increases. This means that the kinetic energy of atoms in the cold object goes on increasing while that in the hot object goes on decreasing. A time comes when the average kinetic energies of atoms in both objects become equal, which means that the temperatures of both objects become equal.